Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever one it happens to be for you. I hope you are doing well. I'm going to quickly talk about us playing against Manchester City. Of course, this is going to be a massive test for Frank and the boys. Having the news that we haven't got anybody new, obviously, in which we thought we could possibly have had, is a big blow to us. Not having that creativity is a massive blow, especially as it's been reported that Kulu won't be quite back quite as soon as we actually thought, and we're still struggling, it seems, to be getting anybody else in. I think he will play with three at the back, the same sort of way we played against PSG. But let's have it right. We have actually beaten City many times with many different managers. We are a bit of their bogey team. So I still give us some hope in winning. However, they did start very well in the Prem so far. And as I say, without us having any creativity, I think that it will be quite a tough game at the Etihad. I really don't think it's going to be easy at all, but it never is against Manchester City. Let's have it right. It's always a fairly tough game because they have got so many fantastic players. They, of course, have had added additions where we have only really added two really decent first teamers to come in. So I do think that is going to be a big stumbling block until we do get that resolved. If we get it resolved, I hope that we do. I'd like to think that we will, but now at the end of the transfer window, it is going to be a heck of a lot harder for us to do that. So, yeah, prediction, I'm stuck. I think maybe 2-1 to us. Let's say 2-1 to us, yeah. I'm just, like I say, I'm a bit like, we went up 2-0 up against PSG. We played our hearts out, and then towards the end, we struggled. So, I'm wondering if it might be the same sort of story where we won't have the players to come on to cover and be as good as the ones that we have to take off because they are so tired. I do think that is probably a bit of an issue. So, yeah, I think it is going to be a really, really tough game. I'm not going to lie, guys. I am thinking it will be a tough game, and I think that us, with the lack of subs to be able to bring on, is going to be the biggest stumbling block for us, where they have got a lot better to bring on. So, yeah, it's going to be tough, but fingers crossed that we can get a result, because I think those 3 points are really essential for us to keep within the mix of staying where I feel like we need to finish this season, which is top 10 at least. I think that without any players in where we are at now, I do think that eighth is probably more reasonable. But if we get a good couple of players in, then that might change. But for now, I think that we need to stay in the mix for as long as possible and get these points on the board. It is going to be a massive test for Frank, obviously tactically, to see what he does. And I think that it is going to be difficult for the boys to keep up the intensity for the whole game. And so, like I say, the subs for me is where we are going to struggle. So, yeah, let me know what you think. I still think we're going to win 2-1, so I'm not being completely negative Nelly. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Please make sure you smash that like button. We'll speak again real soon, and take very good care of yourselves.